Alright guys, we're back with another video, and I was gonna say it's been a while, but really hasn't. I guess my last video doesn't really feel like a video, but whatever, okay? We're back, and I asked on Reddit, the JJK forum, what characters people love that isn't really used all that much. And people mentioned Green Maki, one person, but I didn't get that many submissions, so one person is more than enough. And I gotta say, Green Maki is not actually that niche as you may think. Okay, she is niche, but there actually are videos regarding her. I think when I was looking up online, if anyone else has used Maki, and I saw one video, and I stopped looking after that because that means she's used, and I wanted to see why. So I'll put a little timestamp to the tower floor if you already know about Green Maki, but there may be something you miss here, and it's that Green Maki, while being a DPSer, also debuffs. If you look here in the icons, right, these are debuff icons. Her skill 1 debuffs the enemy for 27 or max at 9 or 30, max at 30 for 3 turns. That means you can actually reliably stack this twice, right? You skill 1 and then you will skill 2, skill 1, that's 2 stacks. But the only caveat is you have to crit on her skill 1. So if she never crits, she's the most useless character basically. You will never use her if she never crits. So you may want to put like a recollection bit to have her crit more frequently. But in my uses, she crits pretty reliably. Like I don't really see a need for it. I don't know what's with her. I mean, if you care, you can skill 3 to increase your crit rate, right? But I don't bother with that. I don't really bother with it. She'll crit. You can trust her to crit, right? Like you can trust Yuji to Black Flash on his ult one time because it's guaranteed. But Maki is basically guaranteed anyways. In my mind, I don't care. I'm not wrong. So skill 1 is a debuff. It's a pretty massive one too. 30% at max, or level 8, 27, 28 basically. It is a really big thing, right? And now the skill 2. This one is actually good. I know it doesn't debuff as much. It's only 15%. But when you think about it, you're stacking, what, 29? I'm just going to do 30. 30 with 15, or, yeah, 15 with another 30 right on the third turn. You are getting roughly, like, oh my god, 75 debuff or increased damage for physical technique on the boss, right? I do have to mention that. I forgot to mention it. It is physical technique only, so get your Gojos out, get your Chosos away, get your Geto away. Yeah, I think he has a little bit of physical, but yeah. So that is a pretty 75% at maxed out skill 1. That is insane debuffing. And skill 3 is the most useless one in my opinion. It gives you crit rate. Who cares, bro? Nobody cares. But skill 2, the fact that it's AoE, it does decent damage and debuffs, is really good. Her ult, it's kind of whatever. It scales with her remaining HP, but I don't know. I don't really like these. I mean, it could be helpful, but most of the time you're low HP, you would just heal up, right? You would just heal because you don't want your characters to die. So I want to talk about more about her kind of strategies with her. I don't have the team pre-built. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, you could run a team something like this. Kaito is kind of a flex, and Momo's a flex, so you can really put whoever. But I think this core principle of this team is what you need, right? Maki cannot be a main DPS, unfortunately. Sorry, everybody. But unlike Ino, who can't be a main DPS, she has debuffs where he does not. I'm gonna keep bashing into people's heads. Ino does not have debuffs. He does not have. He has no damage, no debuffs, no survivability. Bro is actually pretty bad. But even Maki has debuffs. So even if she can't be main DPS, she can make Green Yuji look phenomenal, even better than he usually is. So remember, that's a 75% debuff to physical technique, and Yuji's all physical, baby. This guy has 0 curse technique in his kit. So like, boom, this guy's gonna do millions of damage, millions. And Maki's gonna be right behind him, a little bit lower as a sub DPS. But hey, no, who cares, man? Sub DPS are cool, but I decided to run this recollection on her because she crits so much, and also it boosts your crit rate, so you know, less RNG for people. But the extra 20%. So now let's think about it. She has 75% debuffing plus 20%. And if she crits every time, that's a 60% right there. 60 plus 75. That is a whopping, I have no idea, 1350? Maybe? I could be wrong. Because, it's just 6 plus 7, which is 13. And then 5, so 135. 135% of physical technique, right? Because these won't multiply because they're both, they're not like damage buff or anything. They're physical, like specific typing. That's crazy. And then if you run Shoko or any buffer, it doesn't really matter who. That's 60, 60, 60. Another 120 to that. And then obviously there's 5. I'm not going to mess with that number because my brain will explode. You know, JJK fans do number checks. Right? And then if you don't even have Shoko, just run Yaga, right? If Yaga can live. If not, do you got a debuffer? You got Team Geto? You got Gaku? Don't run Gaku, he sucks. But, you know, if you got any debuffer, it could be better too, right? Like, okay, now if the boss is immune to debuffing, this team does not work. Unfortunately, Maki does become absolutely useless. Like I said, it's her debuff that makes her valuable. Anything outside of that, she kind of, she's good at proccing this, right? But why would you run Maki in this scenario if you can just run somebody else? But this is going to be the core team I'm going to use in this video. I'm going to go through a couple of floors or just one. It's going to either be one big floor or a bunch of smaller floors just to showcase her. And I know some people are going to be sad that she's not main DPS, but this isn't like Ino, baby. Ino has to be main DPS. Maki can do both. She can be main DPS, but mainly sub DPS with debuffing. So without further ado, let's get into this. Alright guys, we're going to be challenging floor 64 here. 63, my god. We're challenging floor 63 here with Green Maki, and her rotations are actually really simple. I believe it is really not that hard. It's skill 2, skill 1, skill 2, skill 1. You just rotate between the two. Okay, she didn't crit. Well, if you guys remember what I mentioned earlier, if she doesn't crit, she's pretty useless. And that's with 25% crit increase, so it's okay. She'll crit this turn. We don't want Kaito to live, so let's just try to prevent Maki from taking more damage. Since I think she's the only character in this team that has a really high chance of dying. Nice. She's buffing the team. Nice. Yuji just being the GOAT. Okay. Nice. He just dies. Perfect. Okay. But I realized in a couple of my videos I rewatched, because I do rewatch them a lot. Not a lot, but I rewatch them quite a bit. I never stop talking. Oh, that's actually perfect. If you don't know, the force withdrawal, I'll put it here. It goes away if you crit the boss or break the boss, but it when self deals a crit hit or black flash. Oh, or you can just heal them, I guess. Oh, I'm just used to the break effect. Wow, there's a lot of ways to counter it, but Green Maki will just crit anyways. Like, it'll be okay. There's really nothing to worry about. She didn't crit. Wow. Wow. Okay. Well. Okay, Yuji's just the GOAT, I guess. Wow. Okay. This is a really bad showing for Maki if she's not critting. She would theoretically give Yuji so much more damage. Okay, wow. She really does not want to crit. She may leave this turn. And if she leaves, I'm leaving this in. This is going to be in the video because Yes, like I mentioned, if she does not crit, she's really bad. Yep. All right. Well, let's just do a quick little rerun. Dude, I just Green Maki, folks. There's a reason people don't use her. Alright, well, we ran out of curse energy, so we'll skill 1 here. We'll use skill 2 to guarantee crits, and hopefully, it doesn't really make sense, but hopefully it snowballs into... She didn't crit. Oh my god. Okay, man. If you have maybe Awaken 3 Recollection bit, maybe she'll crit for you. Once again, reduce the damage on Maki. There you go. That's a crit. Okay. Okay, we really want him to attack Kaido. Yes, yes, yes. No, 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 no. You want to kill him. Okay. Just double support Maki, I guess, so she doesn't die. Yuji will probably live. I don't think Yuji dies too easily in this fight. Yo, oh, she's not critting, man. Okay. Alright. Alright. Well, maybe we'll just do only 1 floor and just keep all these attempts in. Because this is getting unbelievable. Yeah. So we're gonna do probably like 3 mil here if we black flashes. But it's not gonna be crazy. He could do 5-6 mil if Maki kept critting, but oh, I have my 5-6 mil right there. Even without Maki crit. That's just Yuji being the GOAT, I guess. Maki's about to ult here, so let's try to buffer. We're gonna play pretty risky here. You could heal up, and no crit again. Oh my god. Okay, I do have to heal Yuji now. Nice. We'll risk it. We'll risk it. We'll risk it. Never change, folks. Never change. Yeah, we in theory would want to heal with Shoko, but I'm gonna risk him not dying just so we can boost Maki's damage. Almost 3 mil right there, perfect. And Yuji does half of that on his skill 3. Okay, we're gonna co-op ult here. Unfortunately, we're not gonna get Maki's debuffing or stat buff, but you know, co-op ult will mean everybody here will get the ults faster, so might as well. And we need the healing. We may... No, we won't break. I'll say we got multiple black flashes, we may break. Oh, my eyes, dude. I don't know if anyone... Nobody mentioned it, but when I rewatched the video of floor like 70 something... Oh, okay, well, we're gonna break anyways. I reduced the brightness of the screen during those crit like co-op things. It makes such a massive difference. I think I'm gonna change it to like a warm tint too, though, because I just did like just lower the brightness of it. Nice. But this time I'm gonna put like an orange tint, I think, just so it's like a warm color on the eyes, and warm colors are typically better. Alright, we're gonna heal them. We have to heal. I've been delaying it for too long, so just get out of the way, heal. Okay, well, we're gonna... I guess we could all here. Yeah, why not? I kind of messed up my rotations, but it's fine. We're gonna get to see Maki and Yuji double co-op ult right here. We're missing out on 15% debuff, so who cares? It's really not that big of a deal. But yeah, I found a lot of people like Maki for that animation of the ult, and I do agree it is satisfying to watch. But I thought we have a little bit more reasons, like her debuffing, her attack, her damage or something. But no, people just say they love the ult, and I guess if you love a character's ult that much, you would be Oh, please land a crit, bro. Please land a crit. Oh my god. It's gonna be a rerun of last turn. Or last match where she didn't crit and I just had to rerun it. At least we'll get double healing this turn. Or next turn, I guess. Nice. She crit, so she's not gonna be withdrew. Whoa, 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 whoa. What you doing, man? Whoa, why are you trying to kill my buffer? Come on, she's only a SR. She's not even... Damn, she didn't get that much heal. Oh, UG, bro. Whoa, UG. I need you to lock in. Okay, it's not bad. Do gotta heal her. I'm gonna miss out on a couple damage here. It's unfortunate. Okay, alright. We're seeing... It's not looking too good. This is not looking good at all, actually. I thought about it. It's not looking good. Okay, well, we could go for the break on the left guy, but I'm gonna risk it. She'll stun. That's what I would say if she stunned. Oh, she didn't stun. Okay, that's base Yuji's damage without any Shoko buffs or Momo buffs. Only Maki's buffs. Such debuffs. She didn't crit there. Alright, well. Okay. This is really infuriating. We'll probably kill this turn. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, we'll keep the run. Dude, this is so annoying. We'll see the damage at the end if we lose. Wow. Okay. Nice. We probably lose here just off of like no healing. But we want to see the damage, right? Triple block flash? Nope. Nice. Wow, Ichi is insane. Yeah. Oh, healing. Nice. W heals across the board here. Nice buff. We want to at least get some damage out of this moment here. See if we can stun her and then try to get Yuji to Black Flash on his ult. I don't think we'll win. I think we do kind of lack a lot of damage. Oh, Momo's the goat. Just nice. Do this. And Yuji, because he used attentive, he may get 2 stacks of Momo, right? Or is it Momo only 1 turn? I forgot. It is only 1 turn, isn't it? No, 2 turns. What? How come he doesn't have it? He should. Oh, I ulted. I did not use it. That's my bad. That's right. I didn't get to double stack it. Okay. I don't know if this is nearly enough to winning. It's close, but it's not enough. Yeah, the damage we take is a little too high. We broke. Wow. Okay. Looking better and better by the minute. Okay, Maki's critting it like a lot now for some reason. I respect it. They made this. She's making the run look a lot better. Honestly, skill 1 is probably better. The higher debuff is worth it. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. All right, Yuji kills here. Nice. Wow. Actually insane that this run went through. That's crazy. Actually, if you think about that. That was without Shoko buffs, just Momo and Maki. I mean, at least this is only like, it's more than half. If you do excess, then it would be more. But we don't do excess in here because that kind of ruins the purpose of the run. But I mean, despite me complaining about this team during that fight, it pulled through. It did pull through. 25 turns, cut it a little close, not that close. There you go. I have no idea if I'll do any other runs. I may do the lower floors, but without live commentary over them. This will probably be the only one with commentary, just because it's. You saw me take like 3 attempts for this. Do like 3 attempts. And even at the last one, it looked pretty dire. It was basically over. Until Yuji just started black flashing like crazy. And Maki started hitting her Chris for some reason. But yeah.